Forget endless walking after 70. Doctors now caution that it might not be the fountain of youth you think. While staying active is crucial, relying solely on walking can accelerate aging. Your body craves more than just steps to stay strong, balanced, and protect those precious joints. Too much walking without other essential movements can lead to muscle loss, joint strain, and a higher risk of falls. Experts now recommend focusing on these 5 key areas instead. The real secrets to maintaining strength, energy, and independence well into your golden years. In this video, we'll dissect these 5 crucial areas that should take priority over simply logging miles. These simple changes can dramatically improve your mobility, fortify your bones, and potentially even add years to your life. And be sure to stay tuned until the very end, because we're going to reveal a critical element that almost no one discusses, yet it plays a monumental role in longevity. Before we dive in, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our informative videos. And if you find this video valuable, type 1 in the comments below. If you don't find it valuable, type 0. Your feedback helps us create better content for you. Let's get started. Strength training. Preserve precious muscle. Massachusetts walking is fantastic for staying mobile, but if it's your sole form of exercise, you're practically inviting muscle loss after 70. Sarcopenia, that gradual decline in muscle mass, becomes a major threat to independence as we age. The cold, hard truth? Walking alone simply doesn't cut it when it comes to building muscle. It primarily engages the lower body, and even then, it doesn't provide the resistance your muscles desperately need to stay strong and vibrant. That's precisely why doctors are now emphasizing strength training as a top priority after 70. It directly combats muscle loss, enhances balance, and ensures you possess the strength to avoid those debilitating injuries and falls. Think about it. Can you still effortlessly carry a heavy grocery bag? Do you rise from a chair without needing to use your hands for leverage? Can you easily open a stubborn jar? If so, your muscles are likely in decent shape. But if these everyday tasks are becoming increasingly challenging, it's a strong indication that your muscles are gradually weakening, even if you haven't fully noticed it yet. The harsh reality is this. If you don't actively work to maintain your strength, your body will inevitably start losing it. Consider Robert, a vibrant 74-year-old. He diligently walked every day, convinced he was doing enough to stay healthy. But one day, he found himself struggling to lift a box that used to feel light as a feather. He also noticed that getting up from the couch required significantly more effort. Initially, he chalked it up to aging, but his doctor set him straight. Muscle loss isn't simply an unavoidable consequence of growing older. It's a process that accelerates if you don't challenge your muscles. Robert heeded his doctor's advice and began incorporating basic strength exercises into his routine. Light resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and simple dumbbell movements. Within a few short months, the transformation was remarkable. He felt stronger, more stable on his feet, and had significantly more energy throughout the day. Strength training doesn't necessitate grueling weightlifting sessions at the gym. It can be as simple as utilizing resistance bands, performing bodyweight exercises like squats or modified push-ups against a counter, or even lifting everyday household objects. The key is progressive resistance, challenging your muscles just enough to keep them active and engaged. And the benefits extend far beyond mere strength gains. Studies consistently demonstrate that maintaining muscle mass is directly linked to a longer life expectancy, improved mobility, and even enhanced brain health. Want to gauge your current strength level? Try this simple test. Sit in a chair and attempt to stand up without using your hands. If you accomplish this with ease, that's a fantastic sign. If you struggle, it's time to prioritize rebuilding your strength. The great news is that it's never too late to start. Strength training can reverse muscle loss, improve balance, and keep you independent for years to come. So, if you're still relying solely on walking for exercise, consider this your wake-up call. Muscle is the cornerstone of longevity, and after 70, it's one of the most important assets you can protect. If you're still with us and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let us know you're engaged. Now, let's move on to the next vital area. Balance and stability exercises prevent devastating falls. Walking keeps you moving, but it doesn't necessarily improve your balance, a critical realization that often comes too late. After 70, fall prevention becomes paramount for maintaining health and independence. Falls are a leading cause of serious injuries in older adults, and many falls stem not from weak legs, but from poor balance. If you aren't actively training your balance, you might be unknowingly increasing your risk of stumbles, trips, and potentially devastating falls. You might be thinking, I've been walking my entire life, so my balance must be fine. But balance isn't a skill that remains strong automatically. It gradually declines unless you actively work to maintain it. Walking doesn't adequately challenge the small, stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core, the very muscles that are crucial for maintaining equilibrium. And if your balance weakens, even a minor misstep can lead to a fall that requires months, or even years, to recover from. Think about the last time you stood on one foot while putting on a sock, or tried reaching for something on a high shelf. Did you feel steady and confident, or did you instinctively grab onto something for support? Many individuals don't realize their balance is deteriorating until they experience a near fall, an event that leaves them shaken and overly cautious with every step. That's precisely what happened to Edward, a spry 76-year-old. He was always active, but one day, while stepping off a curb, his foot landed at an awkward angle, and he suddenly lost his balance. He managed to catch himself just in the nick of time, but that close call made him acutely aware of his vulnerability. His doctor recommended simple balance exercises such as standing on one foot, shifting his weight from side to side, and practicing controlled movements. Within weeks, Edward noticed a significant improvement. He felt stronger, steadier, and more confident in his movements. Balance exercises don't require a gym membership or specialized equipment. Simple movements like standing on one foot near a counter for safety, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or practicing slow, controlled weight shifts can dramatically improve your stability, and the benefits extend far beyond simply avoiding falls. Improved balance translates to better posture, stronger reflexes, and even enhanced coordination, making every movement feel more effortless and controlled. Want to assess your balance right now? Stand near a counter for safety and lift one foot off the ground. See if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If this feels easy, that's a great indication. If you struggle, it's a clear sign that your balance needs some attention, and the sooner you start addressing it, the better. Balance is one of those things you don't fully appreciate until it's compromised. Training it now can keep you strong and independent for years to come. So, if you've been exclusively focused on walking, it's time to prioritize balance. The best way to prevent a fall isn't just to stay active. It's to train your body to stay steady and sure-footed. Flexibility and mobility exercises keep joints healthy and supple. Walking may keep your legs moving, but it does little to enhance flexibility, a factor that becomes increasingly crucial after 70. Over time, your joints naturally stiffen, your range of motion decreases, and movements that once felt effortless can start feeling restricted and uncomfortable. Have you noticed that turning your head feels tighter than it used to, or that bending down to tie your shoes isn't as easy as it once was? These are telltale signs that your flexibility is declining. And when your mobility starts to diminish, so does your independence. The underlying issue is that many people don't recognize the importance of mobility until they start losing it. Walking alone doesn't fully stretch the muscles, nor does it engage all the diverse movement patterns your joints need to maintain optimal function. That's why doctors now emphasize that dedicating time to flexibility and mobility exercises after 70 is just as vital as staying active. It's what enables you to continue performing daily activities without discomfort or strain. Think about the last time you reached for something in the back seat of your car, or tried to put on a jacket. Did it feel smooth and fluid, or did you experience stiffness and resistance? Many individuals dismiss these subtle changes, attributing them to the inevitability of aging. However, what's actually happening is that the muscles and connective tissues are tightening over time, gradually eroding your flexibility. This is precisely what happened to Walter, a 78-year-old. He diligently walked every day, but over time, he noticed that getting out of bed in the morning felt stiffer than before. When he reached for something on the floor, he had to bend his knees more than usual. His doctor explained that mobility loss wasn't simply a consequence of getting older. It was a result of not utilizing his joints to their full range of motion. Walter heeded his doctor's advice and began incorporating gentle stretching, controlled movements, and joint-focused exercises into his daily routine. Within weeks, he felt looser, more comfortable, and even noticed an improvement in his posture. Flexibility exercises don't require you to sit on the floor and strain to touch your toes for extended periods. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle yoga-inspired movements can make a world of difference. Simple activities like neck rotations, shoulder rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, or ankle circles help keep your joints lubricated and pain-free. And the benefits extend far beyond simply feeling less stiff. Greater flexibility translates to fewer aches and pains, improved circulation, enhanced posture, and even a lower risk of falls. Want to assess your flexibility? Stand up straight and slowly turn your head as far as you can to one side, then to the other. Does it feel smooth and unrestricted, or do you experience tightness and resistance? If you notice limitations, it's a sign that your flexibility is decreasing, and now is the time to take action. Mobility loss isn't inevitable. With just a few minutes a day of focused stretching and movement, you can keep your body feeling younger, more mobile, and pain-free for years to come. So, if walking is your primary form of exercise, it's time to prioritize flexibility as well. Keeping your joints loose and your movements smooth is one of the most important steps you can take to stay active and independent after 70. If you're still engaged and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 3 below to let us know you're here. Now let's keep moving forward. Core and posture exercises. Protect your spine and maintain stability. Walking may keep your legs in motion, but it does little to strengthen your core or improve your posture, two critical elements for maintaining health and well-being after 70. A strong core isn't just about having toned abdominal muscles. It's about maintaining stability, preventing back pain, and ensuring that your spine remains properly aligned as you move. If your core is weak, you may start experiencing lower back discomfort, balance problems, or a tendency to hunch forward when walking, all of which can increase your risk of falls and joint strain over time. Unfortunately, most people don't realize the importance of postural strength until they start experiencing aches and pains that weren't there before. Have you noticed that you're slouching more, feeling stiffness in your lower back, or having difficulty standing upright for extended periods? These are clear indicators that your core muscles aren't doing their job effectively. Walking alone doesn't fully engage the deep stabilizing muscles in your abdomen and lower back. That's why doctors emphasize that core and posture exercises should become a priority after 70. Consider Harold, a vibrant 75-year-old. He was always active, but over the years, he noticed his shoulders rounding forward and his lower back feeling increasingly strained. Even though he walked daily, his doctor explained that poor posture was placing undue pressure on his spine and joints, leading to chronic stiffness and an increased risk of imbalance. Harold heeded his doctor's advice and began incorporating gentle core activation exercises into his routine. Seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets, and abdominal bracing. Within a few weeks, he experienced less back pain, improved posture, and even enhanced breathing capacity. Core exercises don't require a gym membership or any specialized equipment. Simple movements like standing tall against a wall, engaging your lower abdominal muscles while sitting, or practicing slow, controlled torso rotations can activate the deep stabilizing muscles that keep your spine aligned. And the benefits extend far beyond simply improving posture. A strong core translates to better balance, reduced joint strain, and even improved digestion, as your abdominal muscles play a crucial role in supporting your internal organs. Want to assess your core strength? Stand against a wall with your back flat and your head, shoulders, and hips touching the surface. Can you maintain this position comfortably? Or does it feel like you have to force yourself upright? If it feels unnatural or strained, it's a sign that your posture may need some work, and the sooner you start strengthening your core, the better. Posture and core strength are essential for staying active, avoiding injuries, and maintaining a youthful appearance. If you've been relying solely on walking for exercise, it's time to focus on the muscles that truly keep you upright and strong. Joint protection and low-impact movements, reduce strain, and preserve mobility. Walking is a fantastic way to stay active, but if it's your only form of movement, it can start placing unnecessary strain on your joints, especially after 70. As we age, cartilage wears down, joint fluid decreases, and shock absorption becomes less efficient. This is why many seniors begin to experience stiff knees, aching hips, or discomfort in their feet, even if they've been active their entire lives. The underlying issue isn't necessarily the walking itself. It's that walking alone doesn't provide the comprehensive joint support your body needs. Many people mistakenly assume that joint pain is simply an inevitable consequence of aging. However, in reality, stiffness and discomfort develop more rapidly when you aren't actively protecting your joints. Walking can sometimes exacerbate this issue, as it involves repetitive impact on the same joints over and over again. That's why doctors now emphasize that after 70, you need to moderate your walking and focus more on low-impact movements that strengthen and protect your joints. Think about the last time you finished a long walk. Did you feel energized and pain-free? Or did you notice aching joints, stiffness, or a lingering sense of discomfort? If walking consistently leaves you feeling sore, it may be a sign that your joints aren't receiving the support they require. This is exactly what happened to Raymond, a vibrant 77-year-old. He walked daily, convinced it was the best thing for his health. However, over time, his knees started feeling stiff, and his lower back began to ache. His doctor explained that he needed to reduce the repetitive impact on his joints and start incorporating low-impact movements instead. Raymond heeded his doctor's advice and began doing gentle swimming, cycling, and flexibility-focused exercises. Within a few weeks, his pain decreased significantly without requiring him to completely abandon movement altogether. Joint-friendly movements include activities like water exercises, cycling, Tai Chi, or even simple chair-based stretches. These activities help increase blood flow to the joints, improve lubrication, and strengthen the surrounding muscles without placing excessive stress on sensitive areas. And the benefits extend far beyond simply alleviating pain. Protecting your joints now ensures better mobility, less stiffness, and greater ease of movement for years to come. Want to assess how your joints are doing? Try to sit in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands for support. Pay attention to how your knees and hips feel. Do they move smoothly and effortlessly, or do they feel stiff and achy? If you experience any discomfort, that's your body signaling that your joints need more care, and switching to low-impact movements could make all the difference. Maintaining strong, healthy joints is about more than just avoiding pain. It's about preserving mobility, protecting your independence, and ensuring that every step you take feels effortless rather than painful. If you've been focusing exclusively on walking, it's time to prioritize your joint health and start incorporating movements that help, rather than harm. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 5 below to let us know you're here. Now, let's wrap things up with some final thoughts. Final thoughts. As we conclude this video, take a moment to reflect on these 5 crucial priorities. If you've been relying solely on walking for exercise, you might not have realized how much your body needs more than just steps to stay strong, mobile, and pain-free after 70. Your focus should shift towards protecting muscle mass, improving balance, increasing flexibility, strengthening your core, and reducing joint strain. These are the elements that will truly keep you active and independent for years to come. Many people assume that aging inevitably means slowing down, but the truth is that your body is still capable of improving at any age. Whether you need to work on strength, balance, flexibility, or posture, small changes can make a huge difference in how you move, how you feel, and how long you maintain your independence. The key is to start now. Muscle loss, balance deficiencies, and joint degeneration don't occur overnight. They develop gradually over time. But the good news is that this means you have the power to slow down or even reverse these processes. So, which of these 5 areas do you need to focus on the most? Have you noticed any changes in your strength, balance, or mobility? We'd love to hear from you. So please leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to incorporate it into your life. Your thoughts and experiences are valuable to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments provides us with great motivation and encouragement to continue creating valuable content. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support helps us continue creating quality content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.